Bhajalapa and Namaskar, dear listeners. This is Liladhar Adhikari, the radio English teacher of grade 9. I am speaking through the radio waves of Neva FM 106.6 MHz that is presented by Anak Media for Nepal Bhasa Academy situated in Kirtipur. And this program is launched by Kirtipur municipality for the students who are unable to go to school due to COVID-19 pandemic caused by coronavirus. Dear parents, the lessons are designed so students can participate on their own, but we want you to listen in and support learning at home. Dear grade 9 students, welcome to this radio classroom. Please grab your pens and notebooks. Will you? Do you remember the lesson that we did last week, students? Yes, it was a listening lesson on visiting a new place. Dear, have you done the home tasks you were assigned last week? Yes, it was writing a letter to your friend who is fond of traveling. Dear students, we should be updated with the latest news about coronavirus. Do you have any latest news about coronavirus, students? Good job. Yes, in the UK, new types of coronaviruses have been detected and the government of Nepal has banned the flight from the UK. Students, now let's enter today's lesson. Today's lesson is reading comprehension and the topic is how fruits taste the best. It is Unit 11 on page number 131 in your grade 9 English textbook. C. Think and act activity under reading. Okay, let me read it. Fruit tastes the best when it is something that you have grown yourselves or taken from its natural place. Have you ever plucked an orange from an orange tree, students? Imagine that you are plucking an orange from a tree. You are taking an orange from the tree. Discuss the following questions with a partner. A. What do you see around you while plucking the orange from the tree? B. What do you hear? C. What do you smell? D. How does the orange taste? Students, what do you see around you while plucking an orange from a tree? Yes, you see thorns. Kada. They are pointed and sharp. Question number B. What do you hear? Do you hear any sound? Not actually. You may hear the birds chirping in the trees. Question number C. What do you smell? Yes, you can smell the lovely and fresh oranges. Question number D. How does the orange taste, students? Good. It tastes so juicy and sweet if it is fully ripe. If it is raw, it tastes a bit sour. If it is unripe, it tastes a bit sour, like a raw mango. Raw mango is also sour. My dear students, let's move on to study time and read the childhood experience of the writer about eating oranges and find out the describing words from the text. Students, describing words are adjectives that qualify nouns. Well, let's read the text and list out the adjectives or the describing words. You read silently, or let me read the text aloud and you see line by line. Meanwhile, pick up the adjectives and note it down on your copy. Will you? Okay. The text, here it goes. How fruits taste the best. When I was 10 years old, my mother took me to Sangja. It was during winter vacation. My brother Furba, who was 14 years old, was also in our excursion. Excursion means tour, visit, travel. Mother told us to respect nature and learn where our food comes from. She added, fruit tastes better when we get it ourselves. To learn more to enjoy delicious oranges, we headed towards an orchard. Orchard means the garden where fruits are grown, cultivated. After an hour of walking, we reached the place where we saw orange trees loaded with ripe and tempting oranges. Students, tempting means it makes your mouth water. Okay? You feel so greedy looking at them. Attractive. I still remember the taste and the smell of those nectars. Nectars, the juice of the orange. Many large and small, green and ripe oranges were blooming and shining. I felt as if the big and small trees were welcoming us, bowing with juicy, sweet oranges, greeny leaves, and prickly thorn. Okay, the thorn are prickly, covered with sharp points. Okay, an attractive orange that was the size of a cricket ball seized my eyes. It was plummy and pulpy. Okay, students, plummy, do you know? Like a plum in color and taste, a dark reddish purple color, and it was pulpy. There are pulps. Although the prickly stem ends scared me, frightened me, I could imagine the juice inside it. Only in thinking of the tiny seeds and delicious juice inside could tempt anyone. I smelt it and imagined the sweet honey-filled nectar inside. Mother warned us not to pick the hard and green ones, as they could be sour. If you bite, your mouth may explode in little spots of sourness. Dear students, can you feel when somebody cuts the lemon? What do you feel? What does your tongue feel? Okay, it waters. Your mouth waters. Reminded she, mother reminded. My brother enjoyed many oranges sitting in a corner, which was just beside the orange tree. My mother, whose childhood had passed in that particular area, was rather excited. She was busy filling her bag with large and ripe oranges. I too had many, but at last, the last one was the largest and the sweetest one. Then we left the orchard. Since the place was so wonderful, we left with heavy hearts. While returning, my eyes caught sight of a large orange which kept on tempting me. It was so attractive. I could easily imagine how soft, juicy, fragrant. Fragrant means sweet scented and bumpy. Oh, bumpy, not even surface. The texture was a bit with a lot of lumps are there. Okay, that is bumpy. That one would have been. I wished I could feel its texture, okay, outer surface, and could hold its pleasant smell forever. From that day on, I always prefer fruits from their natural places. I have eaten oranges many times since then, but they have never tasted as delicious as the ones in the orchard. Okay, dear students, what are the describing words in the text? Okay, they are the adjectives. Okay, in your list, have you listed them? What do they describe, students? Okay, they describe oranges. Sometimes they describe the orchard. They describe the trees, leaves, and the overall environment. Okay, good. You have written, noted down there. Delicious, good. Ripe, oranges. Tempting, they make your mouth water. Large, small, green, oranges, they are a bit sour. Big, juicy, oh, sweet, greeny, what are greeny? Leaves, okay. Prickly, what are prickly? Thorns, yes. Attractive, plummy, pulpy, tiny, small one. Hard, sour, the taste. Little, wonderful, heavy, not light. Soft, Fragrant, okay, sweet scented, I have already told you, fragrant. Bumpy, with lots of lumps there. Pleasant, natural, and others. Okay, students, what do the words mainly describe? Good. Most of the words describe the orange, the fruit. Some words describe the people and the tree and the thorns of the orange tree too. Now, let's move on to exercise 1 on page number 132. How is the taste of the orange? You can see a diagram there. Okay? Yes. The taste of the orange is, you can see there, it has been done for you. It's sour if it is not ripe, sweet if it is fully ripe, juicy and delicious. And what are the words that describe the sight of the orange, students? Or what do they look like? What do oranges look like? Good. They look ripe, they look tempting, large, small, green, big, attractive, and many others. And how does the orange smell, students? Does it smell big or small? Certainly not. It smells fragrant, sweet, okay, tempting. Oh, you smell the orange and you are attracted towards it. Pleasant. And if you touch an orange, how does it feel? Good. It feels bumpy, soft, and hard. Okay. If it is fully ripe, it is soft, and if it is not ripe, it can be hard. Let's move on to exercise 2 on page number 133. We have to match the nouns of column A with their suitable describing words in column B. Column A: orchard, orange trees, orange leaves, orange juice, oranges. And column B: big and small, plummy and pulpy, honey-filled nectar, green, and heaven-like. Dear students, what is an orchard? Right answer. It's a garden of fruit. And how does it feel if you visit the orchard? Yes, it feels heaven-like. You know heaven? Swarga. Swarga in Nepali. B. And how are the orange trees? Good. They are big and small, tall and short. C. And orange leaves are green. D. Orange juice is like honey-filled nectar. Orange juice. And finally E. Oranges are plummy and pulpy. Okay, students. Now exercise 3. The given sentences are incorrect as per the text. We have to correct them. Let me read the sentences. A. The writer is fond of growing oranges. B. Her brother detested the oranges. C. Orange trees were filled with flowers. D. Mother advised them not to eat unripe oranges because they could be bitter. Bitter, B-I-T-T-E-R. E. While returning, the writer carried a large and tempting orange. Students, number A. The writer likes growing oranges. Does she? No. She is fond of eating oranges, which are fresh. B. Her brother detested the oranges. It means he hated the oranges. Correct? Certainly not. He enjoyed them. Okay? Who hates oranges? C. Orange trees were filled with flowers. You have corrected well. You have corrected very well. They were filled with ripe oranges. D. Mother advised them not to eat unripe oranges because they could be bitter. Students, Are unripe oranges bitter? You know it. They are sour, not bitter. E. While returning, the writer carried a large and tempting orange. Dear students, how was the orange? Yes, it was large and tempting. Tempting means attractive. It makes your mouth water. I have already told you. Did the writer carry it? No, she just saw it while she was going from the orchard. My dear all, let's move on to exercise 4. Read the text again and answer these questions. Before reading, let's be clear about the questions. Question A. Where did the writer go in the winter vacation? What is the name of the place they visited? Question number B. Imagine that you were in that place. How would you describe the sight, smell, taste, the texture of the oranges? Students, how do the oranges look, smell, taste, and feel for you? Do you have the same experiences as this narrator does? C. What advice did the mother give to her children? The mother had given a warning and a piece of advice. Question D. If you were the writer's brother, what would you do in the orchard? Would you do the same as he did, or you would do something else? Students, how much would you eat? And would you play any mischiefs there? Question E. What does the writer remember all the time? She never forgets something. What is that? Okay, students, let's read. As usual, you read silently with me and let me read aloud for you. How fruits taste the best. When I was 10 years old, my mother took me to Shangja. It was during winter vacation. My brother, Purva, who was 14 years old, was also in our excursion. Mother told us to respect nature and learn where our food comes from. She added, fruit tastes better when we get it ourselves. To learn more and to enjoy delicious oranges, we headed towards an orchard. After an hour of walking, we reached the place where we saw orange trees loaded with ripe and tempting oranges. I still remember the taste and the smell of those nectars. Many large and small, green and ripe oranges were blooming and shining. I felt as if the big and small trees were welcoming us, bowing with juicy sweet oranges, greeny leaves, and prickly thorns. An attractive orange that was the size of a cricket ball seized my eyes. It was plummy and pulpy. Although the prickly stem end scared me, I could imagine the juice inside it. Only thinking of the tiny seeds and delicious juice inside could tempt anyone. I smelt it and imagined the sweet honey-filled nectar inside. Mother warned us not to pick the hard and green ones, as they could be sour. If you bite, your mouth may explode in little spots of sourness, reminded she. My brother enjoyed many oranges, sitting in a corner, which was just beside the orange tree. My mother, whose childhood had passed in that particular area, was rather excited. She was busy filling her bag with large and ripe oranges. I too had many, but the last one was the largest and the sweetest one. Then we left the orchard. Since the place was so wonderful, we left with heavy hearts. While returning, my eyes caught sight of a large orange which kept on tempting me. I could easily imagine how soft, juicy, fragrant, and bumpy that one would have been. I wished I could feel its texture and could hold its pleasant smell forever. From that day on, I always prefer fruits from their natural places. I have eaten oranges many times since then, but they have never tasted as delicious as the ones in the orchard. Now, question A. Where did the narrator go in the winter vacation? Students, can you locate the answer in the text? Yes, it's in the beginning. District? Good. Sangja. And where did they go in Sangja? Question number B. You have to imagine and answer here. If you have already visited an orchard, you can express your feelings. Dear students, have you already visited an orchard? Apple orchard, mango orchard, or such orange orchard? Okay, what did you feel there? Question C. Students, where is mother's advice and warning in the text? Can you locate them? Yes. In the first paragraph on page 131, what did she tell them to do? And what did she tell them not to do? Good. To respect the nature and what? The next warning is in the third paragraph. What did she remind them? Okay. What did she warn them in the third paragraph? Go to the third last line there. Mother warned us not to pick the hard and green ones, as they could be sour. Okay. What did she warn? You can see there and you can write on your own. And question E. What does the narrator remember all the time? Can you locate the answer of this question in the text, students? Good. There's no explicit answer, however. The hints or answer is located in the second last paragraph. Okay, second last paragraph, last three lines. You can see there. Okay. What did the narrator wish, dear? Okay. What did the narrator wish? There. Okay. And the word forever is there. Okay. This is the hints. One of the hints for you. My dear all, that's all for today. As your assignment, write a couple of paragraphs on your favorite fruit. What is your favorite fruit? Mention the physical features of the fruit and express your feelings and experiences while eating, touching, smelling the very fruit you like. Students, the pandemic is still going on. Get updated to latest information. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe and stay healthy.